Good afternoon, Westwood, and welcome to Russ Downs Field on this Monday, April 8th. It is Eclipse Monday. The Wolverines, your Wolverines, taking on the Medfield Warriors. This is actually the home opener for the Wolverines. After last week, they started off their season with a 2-1 loss versus Holliston. But right back at it this week. The weather is absolutely beautiful. Just finally, the Eclipse just finished around 4:30-ish, and ready for baseball here. So the game was actually pushed back a little bit just to ensure we had enough sunlight out here. But a great TVL matchup between the Wolverines and Medfield. I mean, it doesn't matter the sport. It could be basketball, it could be football, hockey, baseball. It's a rivalry in every sport you play. It's, what you can say is both teams always have great athletes, and you know what? It's always makes for an interesting matchup. When I look back at the matchups last year, both teams went 1-1 against each other. Wolverines taking the first game 15-11, and then Medfield taking the second game 10-7. So certainly expecting a lot of runs today. High-scoring offenses coming up against each other. There was certainly turnover on both teams, but still a lot of talent coming back for this year to kick off the season. And there's nothing better than some early season baseball versus league baseball versus competitors. You certainly want to get off with a nice win, get the momentum going for additional league play, some non-league play. And then obviously, a 20-game season, you want to qualify for the playoffs and make a run in the playoffs as well. And certainly this Westwood team is a team that can do it. Caught up with Coach Whalen during the off-season and just had different conversations about the season. He's very excited about it. He was mentioning that excited about the pitching. A lot of depth coming back and added this year from a pitching perspective. Guys that were proven, guys that were pitching in big games during the playoffs, and very much motivated in coming into this year and really making the most out of this year. But looks like we are ready to get underway here. Leading off for Medfield is the second baseman Hazapati. And we got Luke Chandler on the mound for the Wolverines, the junior. Luke was an impressive player for the Wolverines last year. He was a sophomore, and he ended up coming in to pitch. Was impressive. He ended up pitching more games, and then come towards the end of the season, they're in extra innings. Tie baseball game was in there pitching his heart out. Did a tremendous job, and is certainly one of the guys that Coach Whalen is excited about going into this year. He's worked very hard this offseason. I talked to Luke's father, Pete, and he had mentioned that he'd been working out off-season. He got an extra couple miles an hour on that fastball, and he was very excited to go, ready to go for this season. First pitch, it's just a little bit high. Chandler, he is a great kid, as I mentioned, a junior, lives in the Maze in Westwood. His father, Pete, mother, Sandra, great family. The 1-0 pitch is going to be high again. Going to be 2 balls, no strikes to Hazapati, second baseman for Medfield, and the leadoff hitter. 2-0 pitch. Oh, swing and a miss. Great fastball there by Chandler. Certainly reached back there for a couple extra miles an hour. Good location too. Looked like it was on the outside corner. Made it a little bit more difficult for the batter. The ball is in play. It's popped up. Center fielder calls for it, and he's going to make the play. That is number 2, Alex Dayton, to get the first out for the Wolverines. So what you want to see, if you're Chandler, you want to get some quick outs. If you can get some 1, 2, 3 innings, even better. But, he was behind in the account, 2 balls, able to get right back in it, threw a nice fastball, swing and a miss, and then threw that pitch there to pop out, get the first out in the inning. Chandler, nice pitch. Just going to call the ball just a little bit high. Is La Cruz Velasquez, the shortstop, up at bat for Medfield. The 1-0 pitch. That's fouled off behind the backstop. No car. Off to a good start. Evan Cardomino here on camera, Morgan Donahue on microphone. We made sure to park our cars in far locations to enable safety. I might have to put some bubble wrap on it because you never know. I've seen foul balls go everywhere around this field. A 1-1 pitch. Oh, looked like a curved ball that was just a little bit high. Nice off-speed pitch there by Chandler. We got 2 balls, 1 strike. We got a timeout called. Batter is going to step out and regroup. But like I said, a beautiful day we got here at Russ Downs Field. They had the eclipse today. It started around, I think, 2:15. The peak was around 3:30 and then ended around 4:30. Oh, good pitch there by Chandler. Gets a swing and miss to even the count at 2-2. Luke looking in for the sign. That's going to be a ball high. The ump is indicating it's just missing. It looks like, I'm not sure if it's 3-1 count or 3-2, but we'll see here. And that's going to be ball 4. So Medfield's going to get a runner on board. La Cruz Velasquez is going to be on board with Iavino, the center fielder, coming to the plate. So Evan, this is the perfect angle here for when the pitcher's checking in on first base. Sometimes a ball might come close to the camera. It's happened in the past, but it's a perfect view. As you see the runner taking his lead. Chandler takes a look back. Pitch, just a little high. It's going to be ball 1. Got 3 taking his lead. He's going to check. Runner gets back safely. Well, it's a good job by pitcher. You want to make sure that runner is staying back, for a couple different reasons. You don't want him stealing the base, but also it gives him a late start for potential double play balls. It's going to be a ball high, 2 balls and no strikes. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Wolverines taking on the Medfield Warriors today. Pitch is in play. It is popped up. It's going to be called by the second baseman, and it's out. So a nice play there by Charles Martin, second baseman, for the Wolverines' second out. So I have the roster and the batting orders, but I don't have the positional players. So we'll be updating that on the fly. So Charles Martin with the out there. We had Alex Dayton with the first out in center field. And right now we got midfielder, the left fielder, Sokolovsky up at the plate, cleanup hitter. We got 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Chandler's going to check in on first. The runner's safe. Good throw, good catch. Good looking pitch there. Did he go, the check-in? Ump says no. Almost got him chasing there. A great pitch there by Chandler. Those are the tough pitches to hit when it's at the belt buckle. Those are typically the ones that are fouled off or popped up, which we've seen twice so far. That's a good looking pitch called strike. Even the count off 1-1. So good battling for Chandler. He's been he's throwing a few balls, but gets himself back in the counts. Checks in on first. Another close play. It's Donegan at first base checking in. Andrew Donegan, the junior. Runner goes. Ball is fouled off into the tennis courts. That's going to be 2 strikes now for the batter. Chandler looking to get the strikeout here. A pitch from Chandler. Looked like it was a off-speed pitch, just a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here on the top of the first inning. Chandler looking. The 2-2 pitch. Oh, nice cut there by the Medfield batter, able to get a piece of it. That one did hit a car, but no damage. Sounded like a softball or a T-ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. The pitch, swing and a miss, and Chandler's got him. So after 1/2 inning, Medfield 0, Wolverines 0. Starting off the bottom of the first inning here. Harris is going to be the leadoff hitter for the Wolverines, a junior. So as mentioned, Medfield and Westwood had good matchups last year. Both teams went 1-1 versus each other. Westwood won the first one 15-11, and Medfield winning the second one 10-7. Off to a kind of a pitcher's start today. Luke Chandler with a great first inning to get the Wolverines out with no runs scored. Harris going to take a ball, a 1-0. A 1-0 pitch. Looked like a nice curveball and caught the strike zone, even the count at 1-1. Pitcher for Medfield is number 11, Alex Munns, senior. A 1-1 pitch, a fastball in play. It's going to get over the second baseman. First baseman came off the bag, and the umpire is saying safe at first. So an errant throw from the second baseman of Medfield. It drew the first baseman off the bag, and great job there by Harris to avoid the tag and get first base without getting touched on by the first baseman there. So we got the lead runner on now for the Wolverines. And up to the plate, John Bertone, the sophomore catcher. Checking in on first. He got back. It was originally going to say he looked dead in the water there, but was able to get back. Great job there by Harris. You know, if you're doing a job getting the pitcher distracted, it's you're doing a good job on the base path. It looks like a curveball catches the strike zone there for strike one. But yeah, if you're a good distraction on first base and the pitcher's looking over, you know, he's thinking more about you than the batter ahead. It's usually a good sign for the team at bat. Checking back in on first. He's going to get back safely. So 0 balls, 1 strike to the sophomore catcher, John Bertone. Runner's going. Ball is low. The catcher throws. He's going to be in there safely. So stolen base for Harris. Get himself in scoring position. 0 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. So off to a great start for the Wolverines. Getting on and also advancing to second base with Bertone, who typically is a good player to get the ball in play. Oh, Bertone calls time, is granted. Bertone was a very impressive player last year. He was the starting catcher as a freshman. You can tell he, eats, breathes, sleeps baseball. Everything he does has purpose to it, and certainly loves the game, and definitely a leader as an underclassman. He checks his swing, and the umpire is saying he did not go, so that's a ball there. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner at second base. Bertone looking to get him across the plate and get Westwood on the board. The 2-1 pitch. Oh. Called strike. It was a pretty good curveball. Bertone moved back, so it clearly started probably on line with him and worked its way to catch the inside piece of the plate. So nice pitch there by the Medfield pitcher, Alex Munns. Harris going to take his lead at second. 2-2 pitch in play. Oh, nope, fouled off the left side to stay alive here. That was something that Bertone did very well last year too. He would foul off pitches to stay in the at bat. He'd get pitchers to throw 7, 8 pitches, and you get a couple at bats with that many pitches. It's really tiresome on the pitcher. You're getting the bullpen ready early when you're exhausting a pitcher that long. Ball outside. That is going to create a full count here for the Wolverines. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Harris on second base. John Bertone, sophomore, up at the plate. He's going to call time. It's granted. And the umpire says, play on. So we are ready for the 3-2 pitch. Looks like an off speed. Does a great job of getting contact to that. Great, very interesting pitch by the pitcher, but also a smart pitch. You have a runner at second base. Worst case, you throw a ball with an off-speed pitch like that. He's going to an open base. So Pretty smart, pitch. Also pretty impressive to follow that off. You're expecting fastball. He adjusted the curve. Great job there by Bertone. 3-2 pitch, another curve ball. Ball is in play. It's heading towards the gap and right. Right fielder is running, makes the play. Harris is tagging from second base. He's going to get to third, and he's going to stay there. So, impressive piece of hitting. Bertone put that deep in the gap. It was a great play by the Medfield right fielder. Makes the catch. Harris was smart, stayed on the base at second, tagged up, get himself into third base for, still in scoring position, but better scoring position, and he passed balls. He's scoring, so able to advance them, and it's going to bring Alex Dayton, the center fielder, up. The number 3 hitter falls off the first pitch. So Dayton, I believe, is also a pitcher, impressive pitcher for the Wolverines, but when he's not pitching, he's playing the center field, and a great hitter in his own right, too. Okay, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. With Harris at third base. Oh, good looking pitch there, just missed. Maybe 2 balls and 1 strike. This pitcher, Munns, he's got a pretty good curveball. He can place it in the strike zone. We've already seen that on 3-2 pitches. It just creates some unpredictability. Oh, ball is in play, and it's going to land. That's going to score the Wolverine run, and it's going to be a single for Dayton. A nice piece of hitting there. A 1-out single by Dayton. And the Wolverines going to be on the board. So 1-0 Wolverines after that 1-out single by Dayton. It's going to bring Donegan to the plate, the first baseman for the Wolverines. And Dayton, fast kid, I would expect to see him going on one of these pitches. Checks back, runner is safe. That's a huge advantage to have, if you're Brian Whalen. You got multiple kids that can steal second standing up. I mean, Harris, it wasn't even close. First pitch, it's going to be called strike. Harris was basically there standing up by the time the ball got there. And if you're that quick, you're getting, every inning, every other inning, runners in scoring position just from stealing bases. 0-1 pitch, called strike. There's going to be no balls and 2 strikes. These are typically the right time to steal a base is when you have 2 strikes and a low ball count, and he is. The runner goes, and the catcher's just going to hold it. So that was a strike 3 at the at bat. So Donegan strikes out, but Dayton able to advance to put Westwood back in scoring position, and that's going to bring up Chandler, the pitcher, looking to do a little something for the effort here. There's nothing better when you see pitchers getting some RBIs to help out their case. Takes a strike. We saw that a lot last year at Danny Sullivan. Danny Sullivan was not only dealing it out there, but he would get doubles, triples, 1 RBI, 2 RBIs, to help out his own case. 0-1 pitch. It's going to be fouled down the right field line. Medfield runner is trying to get there, and it's in play. Runner's going to score. Chandler's heading to second base for the double. So Chandler helping himself out for the effort. He gets a 1-run double. Dayton scores, and Chandler's going to stand up at second base with the double. Nice piece of hitting. He was able to get a piece of it. It was working its way down the right field line. It was a lot of room to cover for the right fielder. Falls inside in play, and able to get over to second, and they're going to substitute run for him while he gets ready to get out there for the next inning. It's going to bring up Jack Crowley, up to the plate. The runner at second base takes strike 1. Crowley, a terrific athlete, football player for the Wolverines, also a hockey player. His father Joe, his mother Kim, also great athletes, great parents here in the town. Takes the 0-1 pitch, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jack, terrific receiver for the Wolverines. All you had to really do when he was out there, throw the ball up, and he was going to go get it. And a lot of connections between him and Hunt. Hunt, terrific quarterback for the Wolverines, also a pitcher for the Wolverines. Crowley's going to take strike called 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Runner on second. 1-2 pitch. And it's going to be called strike 3. So after 1 inning, Wolverines 2, Warriors nothing. So coming to the plate for Medfield is Owen Sokolowski. Owen is a freshman for Medfield, number 22. Pitch from Chandler is in play. Line drive going to be right there where Quinn was standing. So well-positioned Jake Quinn there to make the first out for the Wolverines. 1 pitch, 1 out. Exactly how you want to start off the inning. And that's going to bring to the plate Fredrickson, catcher for the Medfield Warriors. Chandler with the pitch. Nice looking pitch there, just missed. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, the umpire's certainly been consistent. You see the strike zone, it's been very consistent so far. Swing and a miss there. Nice pitch there by Chandler. Yeah, the belt buckle, just below the belt buckle is where the strike zone is, and then there's been some good pitches that have been just on the line. Ball just missed. It's gonna be 2 balls, 1 strike. A little bit of a wind picking up now and kind of going towards right field. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with Chandler's hit. Ball is in play, playable for Dayton in center field. He's going to make the catch. So 2 quick outs for the Wolverines. Start off the top of the second. But yeah, I definitely feel a wind. I feel like it's pushing towards center and right field. On that Chandler double, I think it may have had an impact. It just kept pushing towards, I honestly thought it was going to be a foul ball. Snuck its way in the line and able to get over to second base and get a RBI there. Off-speed pitch there by Chandler, just low. The ball is in play. He played by Donegan. He's going to throw it to Chandler. Chandler's going to step on the bag for the out. So 1, 2, 3 inning there for Chandler. After 1.5 innings, Wolverines 2, Medfield nothing. So about to kick off the bottom of the second inning here. I just wanted to, it's hard on a day like today. It's hard not to think about Russ Downs, who the field is named after. Russ Downs, he was a long-time coach and teacher in Westwood. He taught for 35 years. He coached for 31. An amazing man. He fought in the Korean War. He was a medic on the forefront. So like anyone who was shot, had bullet wounds, he was running out to them in the midst of battle to take care of them and try and save as many lives as possible. He mentioned through the years he even helped out, the enemies, throughout the battle. Strike called there, but an amazing man. He was the field was named after him in 2008. He was inducted in 2006 to the Massachusetts Coaches Association Hall of Fame. To be strike 2 called there. That is on Charles Martin, the second baseman. So no balls, 2 strikes. Ball low, but Russ Downs. I was lucky enough to have, I played for Coach Whalen, and Coach Whalen had brought Russ Downs in to help coach out. He was a great guy to be around, very positive. He had plenty of coaching left in him. Very, very funny man. He had some of the best dad jokes, puns, everything. You had to be on the tip of your toes anytime you were around him. But thinking of him on a day like today, he loved baseball, loved Westwood baseball. Looks like we're going to even the count out here, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another coach Whalen brought on to help out was Tommy O'Leary, Bomber O'Leary. Just want to say, thinking about you, Bomber. Bomber, that's going to be ball 4. So Martin is going to take first. Bomber, we sadly lost him about a month and a half back. He was a tremendous influence that Coach Whalen had brought on over the years. Person that had certainly an impact on Westwood and Norwood baseball. First pitch called ball. Looks like we have Quinn at the plate, left fielder. Quinn got a nice line drive out the last inning on the first pitch. Takes a strike to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Martin at first takes his lead. Pitcher's going to check. He's in safely. But yes, over the years, Coach has brought in some tremendous assistant coaches who are not only very impactful at teaching you baseball, but getting you ready and prepared for life. Michelle Hebner was one of those, ball foul. Michelle Hebner was a great coach to have as well. She had some great jokes as well, some great puns. Always kept us in positive mind frame, no matter the situation in the game or even just life in general. You know, it's a lot of great memories with a lot of great coaches out here. Ball is fouled off left by Quinn. Good piece of hitting. He is keeping it, staying in the at bat with 2 strikes, making this pitcher work for Medfield. Martin going to take his lead. The pitch fouled off again there by Quinn. That was a tough pitch, able to get the bat on that. Fouled it just over the Wolverine dugout. And then when we're talking coaches, you can't forget Coach Hoff. Coach Hoff has been coaching for the last 15 years or so. Ball is going to get through the infield for a single for Quinn. And that's going to put 2 runners on, first and second. 0 out, single for Jake Quinn, excuse me. Johnny is his brother, the goalie. But Jake Quinn, hockey player, had a tremendous year this year for the Wolverines, top goal scorer for them, All-Star, Tri-Valley League All-Star. Just a great athlete that comes from a great family. So 2 runners on, no outs. It's going to bring Teixeira to the plate. Teixeira is the right fielder today for the Wolverines. Wolverines looking to just pick up where they left off last inning. The pitch is going to be called strike. Nice pitch there by the Medfield pitcher, able to catch the outside of the strike zone. So no balls, 1 strike, no outs. Runner on first and second. Pitch is going to be fouled off, heading towards the tennis courts. Heads up! And we are good. So it's going to be, I think, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes for Teixeira. Runner on first and second. Off-speed pitch. It's going to be just low. Good eye there by Teixeira. Great pitch, though. I mean, it started in the strike zone. At the very end, it just fell off that table. And great. It's 2 can be true. It was a great pitch, but also a great eye by the batter. Fastball is going to be in play, going down the third base line. It's going to stay in play. Oh, nope. Umpire saying it is foul. So foul ball there. Runners are going to go back to first and second. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Wolverines doing a really good job of making this pitcher work. A lot of fouled off pitches, waiting for the right pitch to put in play and to get these runners to advance and score. A timeout call. Ball is going to be fouled down the right field line, and it's going to be just outside the foul marker, called foul ball. So Teixeira really battling out here, fouling off these pitches, staying alive. Pitcher's probably thrown about 7-8 pitches just alone with him, which, when you're looking at a pitch count, it'll take a starting pitcher out of the game, sooner than later. The goal is to always get to the bullpen. Pitch in play, potential double play ball. Runner beats it out at second. Shortstop throws to first and he gets the out. So good play there by the Medfield shortstop. He was looking to make the double play. It was a really good job by Quinn getting to second base before he could get the tag on there, and good awareness by the shortstop, knowing he probably wouldn't get it. Throws it to first and gets the out. So that's going to be the first out of the inning. I mean, it's a pretty good play for Teixeira, even though it's an out. You're advancing the runners. You got runners at second and third now with 1 out. And that's going to bring Harris to the plate, the leadoff hitter. He got on first on an error to start the game. Oh, ball hit to center field. It is going. Center field is going back. He's going to make the catch. Runners are going to tag. And that's going to put Westwood back up on the board, add another run on the board, and put them up 3-0 on Medfield. So great piece of hitting there. That advanced. Looks like Martin scored on the play, and Quinn advanced to third base for 2 outs, with runner on third, bringing Bertone back to the plate. So sacrifice fly there for Harris. Ball is in play. It is hit deep to center field. Center field is going back. Ball lands. That's going to score Quinn. And Bertone is going to end up at second base standing up. So a nice hit there by the sophomore catcher. Put that in the gap. It was tough to tell. It was certainly on a line, but also it just kept going. I didn't know if it was going to be in the realm of the center field making a catch. He was there, but it ended up landing. It's so difficult, in particularly baseball, to catch a ball when you're running at full speed. That head is shaking. I certainly understand the difficulty of doing that, but good piece of hitting there by Bertone to get the double, score the run. Swing and a miss there. It's Dayton up at the plate now. Dayton had a single in the first inning. Dayton single scored Harris in the first inning, so Dayton with an RBI already on the day. A ball low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got Bertone on second base, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Munns with the pitch. Low, good play there by the catcher. Able to keep that ball in front of him. Not allow Bertone to advance to third base. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs here. Pitch is going to hit him. Oof. That's painful. You could hear it from here. Hit him right in the back. But he's going to run to first base. Tough kid. And that's going to put runners at first and second for the Wolverines with 2 outs. It's going to bring Donegan to the plate. Donegan struck out in his first at-bat last inning. The pitch. Called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Wolverines on the base taking their signals from Coach Whalen. Maybe a hit and run potentially. Donegan definitely seems like a guy get the bat on the ball, get the runners moving. You can potentially get not only just 1 run, but advanced another runner in scoring position. A lot of strategy involved in these league play games, particularly when you see first and third situations. The pitch, swing and a miss there by Donegan. It was a good off-speed pitch there by Munns. So no balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here, the bottom of the second inning. Wolverines looking to add to their total. 4-0 Wolverines. Runners are going, and it was a great pitch to go on. They advance as the ball, great pitch by great play by the catcher, able to stay in front of it. Wasn't able to get sight of it. Pitcher did a good job on the backup, gets the ball so the runners don't advance any further than they did. So an interesting play of events. A pass ball could score another run. A single will score potentially 2. So just on that stolen base, ball is fouled out of play. So, this is when you talk about those chess moves. So they have the double steal. Both are safe. Because of that, obviously, certainly risk involved. You can end the inning if you throw it to third and you get the stolen, the runner out. But if you single here, that's 2 runs. That puts you up 4-6. So, really great decision by the Wolverines. Really great execution. Ball is in play. It's going to go down the left. Nope. Foul ball. Umpire saying foul ball. It looked like a check swing. So I don't know if check swing hit the plate and then advanced. That would be a foul ball. That might have been it. But needless to say, it's a foul ball, and runner's going to go back. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here at the bottom of the second. Donegan looking to bring 2 runs in with a single. The pitch, that's going to be strike 3. So after 2 innings, the Wolverines 4, Medfield Warriors nothing. So kicking off the top of the 3rd inning here, Wolverines are up 4-0 on the Warriors. Wolverines defense have been playing great so far, and also great pitching so far from Luke Chandler. Luke Chandler doing a good job of getting that ball in play. He's very trustworthy of the team behind him making plays. Yep, he's going to hit the first batter. It's going to put Medfield on base. Chandler has also been a good job. You know, if he throws a ball, 2 balls, he's done a great job of getting back in the counts, not getting any additional players on base and getting out of the inning. So the hit batter. So that was Fiscaldo who was hit. Fiscaldo was the DH. It's going to bring Zalora up to the plate. The pitch in play. It's going to get over the shortstop. He's looking to throw to second, and the runner is safe. Errant throw, though, and the runner's going to advance to third. Another errant throw, which is going to send Medfield home and get them on the board. The ball got away, and the other runner is advancing to second base. So a lot going on there. So it was a ball hit in the hole. Shortstop makes a play, threw it to second. Throw was a little errant, got by him. Right fielder play on the backup. He's throwing it back into second. A ball got away there. Runner advances his way to third, rounds over to get into home, scores, and then ball got away with the throw at home where the runner at first advanced to second. So Coach Whalen just trying to, get everyone together and, get everyone focused. They want, it's everyone wants to throw it and get that advanced runner out, but sometimes it's not the right play to make. And like I said, all part of strategy, when it comes to baseball, when it comes to even just every small decision, they ultimately are big decisions. So runner at second with no outs. Pitch is going to be high, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. Let's bring in the leadoff hitter for Medfield. Hasapati, the second baseman, takes a cut, fouls it off. But it was a well-placed visit there by Whalen. He does a great job of just getting the kids back, getting them back focused, tell them don't worry about it, let's just get the next at-bat, get the next batter. Get 3 in a row and you're out of the inning, with just 1 run scored. So that's the focus. If you can just focus on 1 batter at a time, the runners on base are irrelevant. I believe it's 2 balls and 1 strike. 1-2 pitch from Chandler. Off-speed pitch. Good job, Bertone, able to keep that in front of him. Keeps the Medfield runner at second base. So 2 balls and I believe it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Nice pitch there by Chandler. Batter able to foul that off. Hasapati, good job. Those are typically, when you see those foul, a batter foul it off like that where it hits the catcher, it hits directly at the backstop, that means they were as close as you can come to getting that bat on the ball for a nice line drive. So those are, if you're gonna miss and make contact, that's how you want to see it. Ump is called timeout here. I think they're looking to have a conversation. They may be looking to confirm the count, which I believe they are. So it's 2 strikes, definitely 2 strikes. I think we're trying to figure out how many balls there are. So I believe it's either 2 or 3 balls, full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, confirmed by the umpire. Runner on second base, no outs. Pitch, maybe just inside for the walk. Which, not a bad pitch. You have first base open. You want to throw something close. Maybe the batter chases. But it's going to put 2 runners on with no outs. Runners on first and second. It's going to bring to the plate La Cruz Valente, the shortstop for Medfield. Made a nice play last inning. Runners are going. Looked like he was squaring up to bunt. I don't know if he made contact. I think he did. Yeah, he made contact, because if he didn't, that would have been a pass ball, and the runners could have advanced. So the umpire is saying foul ball on the bunt. Medfield was looking to advance runners to second and third. Like I mentioned, chess match here. You get runners at second, third, 1 out. You know, you want to get those across the board, be able to cut into the Westwood lead. 0-1 pitch. Oh, good looking curveball, called strike two. Wasn't sure. Umpire was slow on the strike call there, but no balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on the base. No outs here for the Wolverines, looking to get their first out in the top of the 3rd. Pitch from Chandler. Oh, and a swing and miss. Gets the strikeout. Big pitch there by Chandler. Able to get the first out on the strikeout and keeps the runners at 1st and 2nd. So an ideal situation there if you're Luke Chandler and the Wolverines. Get a big strikeout. Now you're getting the confidence going where he's certainly going to, I'm sure, dig a little bit deep on those fastballs to look to get himself out of the inning. But great resolve here from Chandler. He's checking in on first. Runner is safe. Chandler he's staying focused. You know, you get runners on base. You know, some overthrows. Doesn't matter. It's behind you. He's focused on the hitter at hand. Gets the strikeout there. An impressive strikeout for the junior. Pitch, good pitch there. Called strike. And now he's starting to wheel. He's wheeling and dealing a little bit. You get that first pitch strike. Now, you know, he's got a little bit more control at the at-bat, able to throw whatever pitch he wants. It's on the, oh, nice pitch there for a swing and a miss by Chandler. Yeah, definitely feeling that confidence growing now. He's zoned in right now on the batter, and his focus is clearly on him, and looking for this strikeout here. 0-2 pitch, I'd imagine a potential off-speed pitch. Nope, fastball, just high. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Runners on 1st and 2nd for Medfield, looking to get cut into the Westwood lead, 4-1. A 1-2 pitch, off speed. It's going to go down the left field line. It's foul. So the curveball there from Chandler. Batter was early on that, so clearly a good pitch there by Chandler. It was an early pitch. The batter got out on that early. Let's see if he comes back with the fastball here. The fastball's been working for him. Another off-speed pitch. Bertone doing a good job staying in front of that. Runners do not advance. So evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chandler looking in for the signal. The kickback delivery fouled off down the right off of the Medfield dugout on the right-hand side. So good job by the Medfield batter, battling here, staying alive, waiting for that right pitch. He's seen all types of pitches, fastball, off-speed, curveball, looking to advance and score some runners. The pitch is cut off and fouled again. A nice battle we got going on here. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2-2 pitch from Chandler. Ball low. Another great job by Bertone. He is a brick wall behind the home plate right now. He's not afraid to, take a fastball off the chest protector. It's not a pleasant feeling. A tough kid. 3-2 pitch. Oh, and he's got him. Strike 3 to get the 2nd out for the Wolverines. Back-to-back strikeouts for Chandler to get 2 outs here. The top of the 3rd inning. So, not an ideal start for the inning. Hit batsman and essentially error on throws that advanced and scored runners. Chandler is able to go back-to-back on the strikeouts. And it's the fastballs. The fastballs have been working for Chandler. He's definitely got some good mileage on it, and he's very well located. It seemed to be right around the belt buckle. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 pitch. Inside, Bertone's checking it on first. Runner's back safe. This is going to bring up Iovino, the center fielder for Medfield. He's got, I think it's 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch. Ball is in play, line drive towards left center field. It lands. One run's going to score. The second runner's coming around. Throw is coming into the shortstop. He's going to hold it. And that's going to be a stand-up double for Iovino. So that's going to put Medfield 2 runs on the board to give Medfield 3 runs. With the Wolverines up 4-3. So it looks like we had a check there. So we're going to have to figure this out. It looked like they checked on third base, and he missed it looks like the runner missed the bag. Wolverines checked in on it, and the umpire is saying out. I don't know if that was the first runner or the second runner. If it's the first runner, then it's just 1 run. If it was the second runner, then it's 2. I see on the scoreboard 2, so it must have been the second runner. But what a check by Coach Whalen and the Wolverines. Check in on that runner, did not touch third base, and that takes 1 run off the board. So it's honestly, you always got to check on those bases, especially if they're scoring on you, to make sure they're touching all those bases. They missed third base, and it's going to take away one run. So we have 2.5 innings. Wolverines 4, Medfield 2. Wolverines coming up here, the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's going to bring up number 23 for the Wolverines. That is Luke Chandler, pitcher. Luke with some impressive strikeouts to start the inning to get the first 2 outs in the inning before an interesting way to end the inning. Luke looking to get back on board. He's clearly a solid hitter. You don't see too many pitchers that hit. Typically, they're the ones that will get DH'd for. But Luke, certainly a kid very capable out there with the bat in his hand. And he takes a first pitch strike. 0-1 pitch. It's going to be in play on a left field line. Runner's going back, hits the wall. Chandler heading to second base. And he's going to be in there. So 2 doubles for Luke Chandler. Luke Chandler ate his Wheaties today, ladies and gentlemen. Strikeouts, 2 doubles. What hasn't he done? Very impressive for the junior pitcher. And he's going to be substituted for, as most pitchers will, as they're on the base path. Let them get back to the dugout, getting ready to get back out there on the mound. It's going to bring up number 11, Jack Crowley for the Wolverines, the DH. Takes a ball low. A big lead there by Wolverines. It looks like number 12, who's pinch running, Sean Blomquist. Sean Blomquist, hockey player, captain-elect. Congrats, Sean. Fast kid. Ball is fouled. It's going to be in play. Second baseman's calling for it, and he makes the first out. Blomquist was stepped off base a little bit. They checked in on him, and he's back safely. Sean Blomquist comes from a talented athletic family. Sisters playing Division I college sports. His father was a terrific athlete, played at Westwood High School, part of the 1988 graduation class. Pretty cool story about Westwood hockey is they are on now 41 years in a row of qualifying for the state tournament. Sean is on a team, and so is his dad on a team that was part of that 41 years. So pretty darn cool that a father and son are part of the same streak together in Westwood hockey. Ball's going to be in play there. Second baseman gets in front of it. He's going to throw it to first. He's going to get the out. That was hit sharply. There's Charles Martin, the second baseman, hit a nice sharp one hopper over to second base. Good play by the second baseman. Stayed in front of it, picked it up, threw it over to first for the out. So we got 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Wolverines up 4-2. It's going to bring Jake Quinn up to bat. Jake singled in his first at-bat. Quinny, a great athlete, great leader. Was able to coach him for 2 years. Was a great kid to coach. Very speedy. When he's on skates and he's got some space, he is moving, and he can put the puck in the net too. Great guy on the power play. Smart kid. And certainly no different in baseball. He's well positioned out there in the outfield. Good athlete, able to get on balls in the gap, and he's a great hitter as well. Every time this year, last year, he puts balls in play. He's got a great swing on it. Ball in play there down the left field line. He's going to get in there. That's going to score. That's going to score Bloomquist. And a 2-out single there by Quinney. Nice piece of hitting. So one hockey player at bat, scoring a hockey player in at third base for the Wolverines. Put them up 5-2 and a great, that's a big run there. You know, Medfield gets on the board at the top of the third to go cut into that lead 4-2. Quinney is running. The throw to second, he's going to be in there. The ball goes into center field, but he's going to stick around second base. Smart. So great job there by Quinney. Gets the single, steals the base, and now is in scoring position with Teixeira up at bat, the 9-hitter. The Wolverines looking to get one more run in there. Get that lead to 6-2 here. Get some insurance runs here. The pitch is going to be called strike. A great call there by Whalen from the Quinney steal. He had a great call last inning on a first and second runners at first and second steal. Ball is in play, center field, well placed. And he's going to make the catch for the third out. So after 3 innings, Westwood 5, Medfield 2. We're back here to kick off the top of the 4th inning. Westwood is up 5-2 on Medfield. Great job of Westwood, able to get an additional run there and support. Some timely hitting by the Wolverines. Quinn able to get a nice single towards the end. It was also Luke Chandler with a double, and then Martin with a sacrifice. I believe it was a sacrifice fly. So Luke Chandler right back at it. I believe that was a first pitch ball. Ball is in play over the shortstop. He's going to throw and he's going to get him there for the first out. So routine play there by Harris. And a nice quick out. Just what you want to see if you're the Wolverines. Get quick outs, get back up at bat, score a run. Quick outs, get back up, score runs. It's a sign of a good team. Team built well with good depth, good pitching. Those teams make deep runs in the league and in the playoffs. Ball is in play to center field. Dayton is going to go back and he's going to make the catch for the second out. So probably about 3 pitches, 2 outs. Saves more pitches being thrown by Chandler, and great way to start off the top of the 4th inning. Ball low. Yeah, so talking to Pete Chandler, Luke Chandler's father, and he was telling me about all the off-season programs that Luke has been doing, and has been working real hard. Luke is very passionate about baseball. He's a tremendous talent. Nice pitch there, get the strike, so 1 ball, 1 strike. But worked very, very hard, working on adding some miles an hour to the fastball, which you can clearly see today. He's had a great fastball working, a great off-speed pitch. Fastball there in play. Where the second baseman, Martin, is going to be thrown on to first for the third out. So after 3.5 innings, Wolverines 5, Medfield 2. So Harris is going to come to the plate to lead off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Harris got on in the first inning with a got on by error, and then also got on by but had a sacrifice fly for an RBI. So good start to Harris in this early season, 2nd game so far for the Wolverines. First home game. Looking to get on base here in the bottom of the 4th. Pat on to the Wolverines lead. Fastball outside, going to be called ball. Harris was a starter for Westwood last year, a good baseball player, good runner, good eye, takes a call strike. But that's an advantage, something to keep an eye on, is Westwood's got a bunch of different runners that can steal bases. You know, Bloomquist did it, Quinn stole. Bloomquist certainly capable, he's a very fast kid. Harris with the stolen base in the first inning. If you can get runners to advance just on stolen bases in the game, that's going to be a very difficult team to to play against. It's a ball in the dirt. Looks like 3 balls, 1 strike potentially, maybe 2. Pitch from the Medfield pitcher. Ball is in play. It's going to get through the infield for a single. So gets right through the second base shortstop gap. It's going to put the lead runner on for the Wolverines. So a nice piece of hitting there by Harris on base with Bertone coming to the plate, sophomore catcher. Bertone's done a terrific job today. Hasn't given up any pass balls. He's been getting in front of everything. I haven't seen any runners advance. Runners checking in on first, gets back safely. That was close. And I would expect a potential stolen base attempt here by Harris. He stole in the first inning, and he got there standing up. This kid's got wheels. Fakes going. Ball hits it's in play, and it hits right around the pitcher's mound. And Bertone is going to get there safely. So I think that it hit like right where the grass meets the dirt. It took a big bounce, which I think slowed the ball down, which took away the double play ball. And then, Bertone just kept running to his credit. Shortstop gets the throw in there, and he beats the throw. So great play, great piece of hitting there. And we've got 2 Wolverines on with no outs. Runner on first and second. Now this is when you think you got Harris, kid with speed on second. So if they do a double steal, they're going to try and throw there. They're not going to try and get Bertone at second. So do they do the double steal here? Ball is going to be outside. So Dayton at the plate. Dayton had a single in this game. Dayton, a fast kid as well, does a great job tracking down those balls in the gap. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see a double steal. Nice cut there. 1 ball, 1 strike for the Wolverine center fielder. Dayton is a senior for the Wolverines, I believe one of the captains. So one ball, 1 strike count. Off-speed pitch. Pitcher, great pitch there, gets Dayton a swing and miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is where you might see a steal. A 1 ball, 2 strike count. The ball might be in the dirt. Makes it easier to steal a base. Runners don't go. Pitch is high. It's going to even the count 2-2. So chess matches, though. When we mention it, when I'm saying I think you might see it, you don't. So coach keeps teams guessing. You don't know what's going to happen. Ball is going to be in play towards the third base line. It's called foul. And runner's going to go back. It's a good piece of hitting there by Dayton, able to foul that inside pitch off. Just fouled down the left field line. The Westwood Media Center here covering Westwood Baseball. It is Monday, April 8th. Evan Cardamino on camera, Morgan Donahue on microphone. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. No outs, runners on first and second. Off-speed pitch, and he's going to get him. So a strikeout there for the Medfield pitcher, number 5. I believe it's a new pitcher. I don't see him on the roster, but good pitch there by number 5, able to get Dayton swinging on an off-speed pitch. And it's going to bring Donegan back up to the plate with a runner on first and second and 1 out. Donegan takes a ball high. Now, dealing with the sun cover, it definitely feels about 5-10 degrees cooler than it did at the start of the game. Ball is in play. It's heading towards the shortstop, makes the catch. And that's going to be 2 outs. So interesting. It could have potentially maybe been a infield fly rule. Didn't hear anything from the umpire, but needless to say, it was caught by the, I believe it was the shortstop there to get the second out for Medfield, which is going to bring the pitcher Luke Chandler back up to bat. Luke with 2 doubles, helping out the effort. RBI. And he has been in the zone pitching-wise, getting some big strikeouts and well-placed pitches as well, where when they are in play, they're hit to positional players and some quick outs. Good eye there by Chandler. Takes one ball. 1-0 pitch. Gonna be low. So put the count at 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Runners on first and second. 2-0 pitch to Chandler. And it's gonna be 3-0. That was a close pitch and good eye by Chandler. He saw it was inside. He took the pitch and it was a called ball. So 3 balls, no strikes. Takes a strike there. So 3 balls and 1 strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second for the Wolverines. Looking to advance and potentially score a runner here at the bottom of the 4th. And he's going to take ball 4. So that's going to load the bases here for the Wolverines. It's going to bring up Jack Crowley, the lefty, for the Wolverines, number 11. Jack, a hockey player, as mentioned. Hockey player and football player. We're going to get a pinch runner for Chandler. It's going to bring, I believe, Blomqvist back out here. Yep. So Blomqvist getting a lot of action out here because Chandler is finding his way on the bases with 2 doubles and a walk. So we got the bases loaded here, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. It's going to bring Jack Crowley to the plate, senior. Pitch is going to be low. Ball is going behind to the backstop. It's going to score a run. And that's going to put another run on the board for the Wolverines. So scored by Harris. It was a wild pitch there. Ball got to the backstop and Harris scored. Runners advanced as well. So that puts Bertone at third. It puts Blomqvist at second. 2 outs with Crowley at the plate. So 1 ball, no strikes. Crowley's got 2 runners in scoring position, looking to get 2 more on the board to pad on to the 6-2 Westwood lead. Pitch is in there for a call strike. Even it off 1-1. Good pitch there by the Medfield pitcher, off-speed pitch. Crowley was a little bit ahead of that one. It's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. The 1-2 pitch. Another curve ball, and he's going to say strike 3. So strikeout there looking for Medfield, and that's going to, after 4 innings, the Wolverines going to be up 6-2. So Luke Chandler back out there for the Wolverines to kick off the top of the 5th inning. Luke has been dealing so far today. You know, when he's gotten himself into trouble, he's gotten himself out of it. He had back-to-back strikeouts in the top of the 3rd, and he's been at a 1-2-3 inning, the last inning, for quick work. So looking to pick up where it was left off here in the top of the 5th inning. Good looking pitch there by Luke, gets the call strike. Great pitch. It was right at the kneecaps, where, you know, if you're not going to be at the belt buckle, right at the kneecaps is where you want to have it. Oh, swing. Ump is saying he went. The batter had went, so great pitch there. It was an off-speed pitch by Chandler to quickly go up, no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch. Oh, good looking pitch, and he's got him for the strikeout. Chandler with the off-speed pitch. Looked like a curveball. Ball looked like it started up at shoulder level, ended up at the knee level for the strike 3 looking. So first a strikeout for the first out here on the top of the 5th, Chandler. I have him at 5 strikeouts so far for the Wolverines. First pitch is going to be ball here. As I mentioned, Chandler has been dealing, folks. He's been getting strikeouts on both the fastball and the curve, which is good to see. Keeps the batters trying to figure out what is he going to throw. And if you're expecting fast and he throws curve, you know, very difficult adjustment. To fouled off there. 2 balls and 1 strike. And just like this, when Chandler has thrown a ball or 2 and been behind in the count, he finds ways to get right back in there. two balls, one pitch, or 2 balls and 1 strike pitch. It's going to be ball. It's going to make the count 3 balls and 1 strike. (3-1) pitch. Ball is in play. It is popped up. It's going to be called by the shortstop. He's going to make the play. So nice play there by Elliot Harris to get the Wolverines' second out. It's always an interesting area to make a catch when it's early, in the lower outfield. Typically, there's about 4 players who could make that catch. So good job by Harris to call that off. He saw it, was in a good position, make the catch, and get the second out. So 2 quick outs here. Chandler looking to have another 1-2-3 inning. First pitch is going to be called ball. (1-0) pitch. Off speed, just a little bit high. Oh, nope, called strike. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Spoke too soon. That was a good off-speed curveball to catch the strike zone. It's going to be called ball. So 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2 outs here on the top of the 5th inning. A 2 ball, 1 strike count for Chandler. It's going to be high. 3-1. Chandler looking in for the signal. 3-1 pitch. Good looking pitch, and it's called strike. So that is going to create a full count here for Chandler. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-2 pitch. Oh, and he's got him for strike 3. What an inning by Chandler. 2 strikeouts, 1-2-3 inning. And after 4.5, the Wolverines 6, Medfield 2. Wolverines coming back up to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Looks like we got number 5 for the Wolverines, Charles Martin, the second baseman. Charles is a 7-hitter for the Wolverines. Made some good plays in the out there in the field, helping out in support of Luke Chandler today. Luke pitching a tremendous game so far. 6 strikeouts through 5 innings. Ball's going to be in play with a shortstop. Throw on to first, going to be 1 hop, gets by, and Martin is going to advance to second base. So it was a good play fielding-wise for the shortstop. It was a 1 hop on the throw, tough play for the first baseman, gets by, and that's going to be, I believe, ruled a hit with an error. I think he would have been safe had it been a clean clip by the first baseman. So we'll see. It's up to the whoever's doing the book for the game if it was a hit, but I'll give him a hit on my end, which brings to the plate Jake Quinn. Jake's had a terrific game so far. A couple hits, great catches, stolen base. He's been all over the field today. Senior left fielder. Takes a ball. It's going to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. With a runner in scoring position. Jake looking to send him home, get another run on the board for the Wolverines. Pitch is going to be low. 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs. A runner on second. The pitch. It's going to be fouled. It's going to even off the count 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes for Quinn. Oh, good eye there. It was an off-speed pitch in the dirt. Martin's going to advance to third base. That's going to be a full count now for Quinn. He held back. It looked like he was trying to get a swing on that, held back. which was a smart choice. Ball hits the dirt. It was an off-speed pitch. Gets the backstop, runner advances, and Quinn is still up there to bat with a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner on third. Quinn gets a line drive into right field, and he's going to get the run aboard. So nice piece of hitting there by Jake Quinn, able to get Martin in there for the Wolverine 7th run to put the Wolverines up 7-2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Quinn having himself a day. He's got a few hits, stolen base, some great plays in the outfield. Nice day in the office for Jake. He's going to take a big lead at first as well. As we saw with a stolen base, he's got some wheels. He's going to make it a distraction for the pitcher, which he does. Teixeira's going to take a ball. Jake looking on, getting signals from Coach Whalen. Most of the time, those signals are just signals, right? You know, you want to keep. There's a ball high. Most of the time, those signals are just signals, you know, to keep other teams guessing. But in those signals, you know, Whalen will either say, you know, runner, you have the option of stealing, or you are stealing, you know, based off of what he's seeing out there. Checking it on first, he's back safe. But they've done a terrific job today on opportune steals. They had the double steal that was huge for them. I think it might have been 2-out double steal, which ended up scoring 2 runs. He is going. The throw is a good throw, but he is in there safely. So Quinn with his 2nd steal of the game. He's having a Barry Bonds type game, getting on base and stealing bases. You know, it's a pretty good day so far for Jake Quinn. And it's no outs still. So runner on second, no outs. Teixeira up at the plate. 3 balls, no strikes. And he's going to take the walk. You got time. Medfield manager is looking to meet with the infield and the pitcher. As mentioned, earlier, this field is a unique field. It's been around since 2008, and in its inaugural year, named after Russ Downs, Wolverines ended up winning a state championship that year. So it was coached by Brian Whalen. Brian has been head coach for Westwood for many years. I believe his first year was 2000. Coached up till 2015. Took a brief hiatus to watch his kids play high school sports. They're tremendous athletes. His middle daughter, Caroline, is a terrific midfielder at UMass Amherst, and she has been having a terrific year. She had 3 goals versus Holy Cross earlier this year. I get to see some of those games. My niece plays with Caroline over at UMass, and a great Walpole connection over there too. They got 3 Walpole players, and they got 4 Westwood players. So Walpole-Westwood connection at UMass Amherst lacrosse. It's you feel like you're in Norfolk County, when you go to watch those games. But they're having a terrific season so far, undefeated so far in league play, and more games to be had. That's going to be a ball. So 2 balls, no strikes. It looks like, do we have? Looks like we got the leadoff hitter in there, Harris. So Harris has got runners at second and first, no outs here in the top of the 5th. Looking to advance runners, if not get some runners across the board, get some more runs here. Takes a ball high. That's going to be a walk. So that's going to load the bases for sophomore catcher Bertone. Bertone has had some great hits so far. He hit a gap shot that was a sacrifice fly earlier, and then also had a single. So Bertone looking to get some runners in here and get some more insurance for Luke Chandler. Takes a ball high. A 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. At the bottom of the 5th, excuse me. 1-0 pitch, looks good, called strike. It's going to even the count at 1-1. Kudos to the maintenance staff here at Westwood. They got this field ready after, a lot of inclement weather last week. Rain, sideways rain, some snow, sleet. And if you look at this field, it looks like none of that happened. So, shout out to them. Terrific job getting all of these fields ready, especially a baseball field, not a turf field. It's, natural grass. So a lot of maintenance work, being able to dry the field, get the right dirt out there, and have the grass ready to go. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs here. The pitch is going to be in play. That is deep left. Runner is running back, running close to the fence, hits the glove and falls down. So 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score. 2 runs are going to score. So 2 runs for the Wolverines, coming in with a double for Bertone. Looks like Martin is on 3rd. So a nice piece of hitting there by Bertone. He's had identical hits like that, deep into the outfield, scoring some runs. So he is certainly picking up where he left off last year. Bertone, freshman last year, sophomore now this year. He's a catcher, which, is a very important role. And you know what? He's been up for the challenge. He has been, certainly, has been solid behind the net, stopping pretty much every every short ball, any balls in the dirt he's gotten behind. No runners have been advancing, and then he's also been terrific at the plate. Dayton up at the plate now with runners in scoring position at 2nd and 3rd, no outs. Dayton been pretty active himself, a couple hits. Ball is heading towards the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. It drops in play. 1 run is going to score. Bertone is going to score. And Dayton is heading to 3rd with a triple. So more runs scored here by the Wolverines. Nice triple by Dayton. Able to score 2 runs on that triple to put the Wolverines up 11-2. So 4 runs scored so far here on the bottom of the 5th for the Wolverines. And that's going to bring up number 3, Donegan, the first baseman. And still no outs here with a runner on 3rd. Off-speed pitch, calls strike. Nice pitch there. It's a good curveball when you see a batter back up because he thinks it's going to potentially hit him and ends up in the strike zone. That's a pretty gnarly curve and a great pitch there by the Medfield pitcher. He just threw it again for a called strike. So no balls and 2 strikes. Back-to-back curveballs. It's a good pitch, good looking pitch, and if you can throw that for, strike, even better. Throws a curve, that's going to get the backstop. Bertone is going to score, and that's going to put the Wolverines up 12-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now for Donegan. So I don't know if we have a rule in baseball, if you go up 10 runs, if that ends the game after a certain amount of time. It potentially might. I don't know what they call it, mercy rule or what, but we had this a couple times last year where Danny Sullivan got a no-hitter because the Wolverines were up 10. It wasn't 7 full innings, but I believe it's a league rule. It might be a division rule, but I think it is. So I think that is the game, folks. So with that, that's going to put Wolverines back on the winning track. So Wolverines up 1-1 with the win over Medfield here today, 12-2. Great outing by Luke Chandler. Got to give it to him. Everything started with him. He pitched very solidly for the Wolverines. He backed it up with some great hitting as well, and it was some good balance hitting for the Wolverines as well. Hits from a lot of different folks, a lot of stolen bases, and it was a great effort by the Wolverines. But we thank you for watching here on Westwood Media Center. Great day for the Wolverines. Get the first win of the season versus Medfield, 12-2. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys at the next game coming up. Thanks.